Hey everybody, welcome to another Monday, another Get Motivated Monday. I'm Forrest. I'm here to help you get motivated, and I want to start off today's episode with a quote from our famous president, Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt said, "Do whatever you can with whatever you have, wherever you are." Now, what did he mean by that? Well, what he meant was you can't wait for the perfect circumstance. All the stars are not going to align. You have to at some point make a decision and make it happen. And it doesn't just happen for people who have all the perfect circumstances. I want to share with you, in fact, two perfect examples of people who had every reason not to be successful but ended up being successful. The first one I want to mention to you is John Paul DeJoria. You may not know that name right offhand. However, he is the founder of Paul Mitchell Hair Care Systems. His background wasn't all that great. At the age of 10, he was put to work selling Christmas cards to help support the family. Eventually, he ended up being sent to live in a foster home. That alone can mess a person up. He eventually ended up with gangs. He went into the military. But when he got out, he took a $700 loan and he parlayed that into something big because he knew he could achieve bigger, better things. He created his hair care products. He sold them door to door. He didn't wait for people to come to him. You know how much he's worth today? $2.9 billion. Oh, and he also owns another famous brand, Patron Liquor. Have you heard of that? Yeah, that's his. Let's talk about one more person. Tyler Perry, an entertainment mogul. You know how he started out? Tyler Perry came from an abusive background. His father used to beat him so bad that eventually he got to the point where he attempted suicide. He could have given up. He could have thrown in the towel. But he knew he wanted to achieve greater things. So one day he was watching Oprah and he got inspired and he decided, I'm going to start putting my life story down on paper in the form of plays. So he started writing plays. Problem is, nobody came to see his plays. Eventually, Tyler Perry ended up homeless, living in his car. That would have been enough to kill it for most people, but he didn't give up. Today, Tyler Perry is an entertainment giant, head of Tyler Perry Studios, and his net worth is $400 million. What does that tell you? Both of those stories and that quote. What it's really saying, guys, is you can never wait for all the stars to align. You'll never have the perfect situation. You'll never have all the resources you need. You'll never get to that perfect moment in life where you're free to do whatever you want. That's just not going to happen. Self-made people never sat on their butts waiting for someone to hand them an opportunity. They went out and they made their own opportunities. So I'm going to ask you, what do you have today that you can use? What actions can you take today to propel yourself forward? What resources do you have that you can call on and not worry about, well, what do I have? See, it's not about resources. It's about resourcefulness. What do you have that you can take today, your talents, your abilities, your people that you know? Maybe it's just a camera that you're holding in your hand and you're speaking to people. What do you have today that you can take and you can propel yourself forward with massive, definitive, intentional, focused action that will propel you forward on the next step of your journey towards success? Think about that. Don't sit on your butt and wait for things to happen. You have to be the director of your life movie and make it happen. So that's it for today's episode of Get Motivated Mondays. I wish you all the best. Have a great Monday. Have a fantastic week. And ask yourself every day, what can I do today to give it all I can to get me to tomorrow? Have a great day, guys.